Can your smartphone protect against an attacker?
Well, that's what the makers of hundreds of personal safety apps are hoping. But do they work? CTV's Caroline Barghout joins us now.
Caroline, what kind of apps are we talking about?
Marilee, if you could name it, there's likely an app for it. For example, if you're in a parking lot on your own and someone attacks you, there's an app you can download on your smartphone that could sound an alarm to let everyone else know you're in trouble.
They're personal safety devices you could download onto your smartphone. Apps that'll sound an alarm if you're in trouble. Send a text with your GPS location or call 911 in an emergency.
There's an app that will dial 911 for you.
These university students say while they might be good in theory, the apps won't help protect against an attacker.
It's not loud at all.
Very loud.
I mean, who's going to hear that?
Especially if there's lots of traffic. Nobody's going to hear that.
Yeah, you might as well just be screaming.
So how long would it take to use one of these security apps if you were in trouble? Well, first, you'll have to find your phone and get it out. Then, unlock it with your passcode. Then you got to find the app and launch it.
That took about 10 seconds to do, time this security expert says you likely won't have in an emergency.
To automatically remember the pattern of unlocking your phone, getting to the app, synchronizing, or whatever else it needs to do, by that time the event's all probably already over. One of the most useful ones is the cell phone tracking device.
Michael Legary says some safety apps like GPS tracking are useful if you get lost on a hike or hunting trip, but that's it.
For me, I wouldn't think to grab an app if I was being attacked. I would think to defend myself, but I don't know.
Ainsley Leileveld says the only thing she'd reach for her phone for in an emergency is to use as a weapon to strike an attacker.
Michael Legary says smartphones are not known for being personal safety devices. So even if you did have an alarm that you sounded if you were in trouble, people would likely think that was just your ringtone.
Caroline, what about the emergency call button? Is that an option?
Well, it all depends on the situation, and it all depends on the phone you have. For example, the iPhone, which Michael Legary showed me today, well, you can actually swipe this, you slide to unlock, and it'll actually bring you to the keypad where it says emergency call. You press emergency call, but then you have to dial 911, and then you have to press the send button. So, again, it depends on the situation. If you have time to do that, then that would be the way to go.
All right, thanks a lot. CTV's Caroline Barghout reporting tonight.